Hello and welcome to Vista 3 R5 public release. And I'm just going to quickly go over the new update in regards to learn timing and record all playback actions and record action grid triggers. So I found this to be a really useful update for how I use this console and this program. You may notice that it doesn't look like a normal lighting rig because it's not. It's pyrotechnics. Most of my fixtures are on or off 0 or 100% intensity, but I'll get into that a little bit later. So what I'm going to try and do is show you how I plan on using this new update, and I think for me it's a game changer. So I'm just going to add a new page. And I'll create my first cue list. Edit that. And I'm going to go in and select my first bank of flame fixtures. And I do have an extract for it right now, but I will show you how I did that. So I went into features, 100%, and then I added a new cue and down to 0. I'll add that at 0.5 and 0.5, and I'll go into the timeline, zoom out, select both fixtures, and a fade curve of hot power. Now what I would do is basically add new extract and select the cues. And this extract I will use for the rest of the cues that I'm going to be creating. So save and release. And let's add 7 more cues. And I'm just going to go down the list real quick and add each one of these flame banks in here. So I'll select the second bank, click the extract, and close it. Okay, those are my stage right ones done. Now I'll do the stage left ones. And the last one. Okay, now that I have all of these as just very simple on-off cues, I'm going to go over to my board. And I'm going to add these onto the board here. Okay, now if we go into our fixtures, what I can do is basically just play each one of these cues. And raise the faders just to confirm. Okay, we've done all these correctly. Now as I drop down these faders, what I can use is the flash buttons to run those cues. And here is where this new update comes into play. So I'll create a new cue list. Give it 15 seconds. And now if I hit play on the cue list and play on the timing, I can run and then stop. Now if I back that up and play it, let's see what it looks like. And there we go. So that's a really quick way to now use flash cues as input for any of your cues, and I think that's really super useful for what I'm using it for. I'll close that down, save and release. And then the next part is the action grid as well. So I'm going to go into the action grid, which is a dockable window, action grid, and we'll do an 8x8 grid. I'll bring that up on the screen. So now we've got 8x8 here, and what I'll do, I can either hold Alt and drag and drop the cue, or the green on the console to drag and drop here. So I'm just going to drag these all the way down. And then I'm also going to go in a line. So this is going to be my stage right fixtures and my stage left fixtures. So now what I can do, this would be really useful for if you're just using touchscreen without a console. And I'm sure there's a million other uses as well, but I'll just shrink this down so it kind of fits in a little bit better. And there we go. So we can see that. Really just needed an 8x4 grid actually, so, but that's fine. Okay, so now, as long as I have my faders up, I can turn on and off just by the click of each fixture, or I can turn them all on by clicking this row down and up. I can do my stage right ones and my stage left ones. So again, just scratching the surface of this, you can see that there could be a million different ways to use this action grid. And what we can do as well is record action grid triggers. So I'll create a new cue list and edit that. We'll do another 15 seconds. Bring that back. Now if I press play and start, I can do on, off, right, and off. Okay, we can stop that. Back that up. And if I run this cue, and there you go. So that's just a brief overview of the bare bone minimum of what you can do utilize this new update with. There's a million different ways to use it, but these are just the simple ways that I'm going to be using it going forward, and I'll be learning more. And I will be doing a bunch of streaming with this show file, and also building a new show file just to show you how I operate and how I utilize the Vista 3 software for pyrotechnics. Thanks for watching.